everyone. It is a Scorpio full moon tomorrow, technically. So we're going to be doing our full moon sound journey today. I am Maggie of maggiesbliss.com, if you don't already know. So let's begin with my favorite part. If you haven't smudged today, let's get to it. So I'm just gonna do a little virtual smudge. When you're smudging yourself, make sure you're getting it in your hands, your feet, and around your head, but your whole body. Just get it all the way around, front and back, and then I just love to send it down to the earth, up to the sky, and into the inner realms. So here's your virtual smudge. Where your hands and feet and head are, it's where you send and receive the most energy. So getting that smudge on in those places are really highly recommended. Hopefully everybody had an amazing weekend and are still having an amazing weekend because it's not over yet. It's been a crazy year. At least it has been for me and a lot of people. And now we're in a Scorpio full moon. So if you haven't already been experiencing a little bit of your shadow shit, because that's what I call it, you might be by tomorrow, and possibly after that. So we got our smudge on, a little virtual smudge. Today I'm working with, so Scorpio full moon, I always have my quartz. This is a quartz generator. I love it. It has some rainbows in there. I don't know if anyone can see the rainbows. It's reflecting off of my lamp back there, so we're seeing that too. It's not good lighting in here to see the rainbows today. Anyway, I just love this quartz generator. But what's really good, if you're a Scorpio, you have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, and this is something that we go over with the astrology classes that I'm doing this year. So we just did this past week, we went into Scorpio astrology because I'm aligning each of the months that we do astrology with the sign where it's falling within the full moon, which I love. So we talked about this. If you want to learn more, go deeper into Scorpio and all of that, I'll give you quick hitters tonight. But then if you want more, you can always just purchase that class separately. I believe I put that at $22 for that class. So it should be if I had put it differently. I don't know. Just let me know. Okay. This one, Snowflake Obsidian. Oh my gosh. So see, as you look at it closer, you can see that it actually looks like little beautiful snowflakes. And they're all different, but this one, I just love it. So it's a pie stone. It's what I actually offer. It's an offering that I do for our Moon Key rites. This is something that you can hold sacred through all of your 9 rites, and then you can you become the mentor at your 9th Moon Key rite, and then you can offer the rites to other people with your pie stone. So the one I've gifted you, right? And so this is something that's traditional that happens in Moon Key. We offer that. So I just wanted, and I share a little more about that in our astrology class. But Snowflake Obsidian, it's light and shadow. It helps you reconcile the both. It helps you see truths. So it's kind of like a lunar eclipse. It helps you see the truths that that maybe you don't know. Like something, it reveals the truth to you within maybe potentially a situation you're focusing on or what you just need to see. But it helps you reconcile the both. And that's why it's so powerful for a Scorpio person to have something like that. Brown Argonite, I believe, is the other one that we just discussed. So those are a couple of stones that you can grab. Any grounding stones are good too. So Scorpio, let's just talk about Scorpio real fast, right? You may be feeling some of that energy, and really, within astrology. So let's talk about the 3 main. The main ones that you should know about yourself. It's not just your sun sign, if you think it is. It's your sun, it's your moon, and your rising. And then, of course, take the picture of all of it in your chart. But the most important to really just get to know the deeper part of you is those 3, and then you can dive deeper if you so choose. The sun is your life path. It's where you're growing into as you evolve in life. So you may have been Scorpio Moonchild here. Oh, hey, Moonchild. So you're feeling it, right? You're feeling it extra strong. So the Scorpio, the moon sign is your deepest desires, it's your subconscious and some shadow work. So what will show up for your moon sign, if Scorpio is your moon sign, you're going to have all the shadow aspects of Scorpio more so than, say, a sun sign. The sun sign will have the light and the shadow and have to evolve into that full-on Scorpio. The moon sign, that's going to take on more of the shadow stuff, but also your moon sign is who you are when no one's around. It's your what would you do when no one else is around? So mine's a Taurus, so of course I like, Taurus has their good and not so great, the light and the shadow, just like every sign, and Taurus has a lazy side. I like to be lazy. I love it. I'm in my bedroom because that's, for a Taurus energy, the bedroom is the place to be, just to relax and be cozy. But for a Scorpio, so a Scorpio is darkness and intensity and death and sensuality and just that deep beauty that goes right along with Scorpios. So if you've ever met a Scorpio, you'll they just have that inherent beauty that beyond, right? And I'm told, and I don't remember if I've met a Scorpio man or not, but I'm told they exude sensuality. I'm not going to say the exact, that extra essence that just says, let's just say the pheromones are bouncing off of the Scorpio men. So Scorpios, although they do love the intimate act of sex, so they love it, they equate intimacy with that. So for them, it isn't that they do it a lot, it's that they love it and will do it a lot with the right partner. It takes a lot to get someone to trust. It takes a Scorpio a long time to trust someone, and when they finally do, then they'll really open up. But it takes a lot. You have to be willing to do the work and not ask too many questions and look, kind of like you're, I don't know, but just let them know that you're open and here and ready for whenever they're willing to open up. They often will love anything that has to do with the other side, heaven and the lower, talking about the lower realms, the death aspect, and they want to, and this is, no, there are no absolutes, because depending on what's in your chart, you may strongly have some other desire. What if you're a Scorpio sun, but you're, I don't know, a Virgo or a Libra moon, then you're very much so more wanting that lighter aspect of life too. But it just really depends. So this is just, take it for what it's worth, and then you will fall into certain pieces of it, whether you're Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, as I said, deepest desires. And now let's talk about the rising. So the rising, or what you'll see on an astrology chart, is the ascendant. So you'll see that is the mask you show to the world, what people see before they get to know the true you within. But it's also how you rise to the occasion. So for me, I'm a Libra rising, so I will always try to be the peacekeeper and smile a lot, and that they're people pleasers and all of that. So that may be in that airy kind of a sign. So I'm lucky in my three signs that they're all, my three main trifecta, they're all different. Fiery Aries for the sun, Libra air, right? Rising, and then my Taurus moon, earth, grounding. So that helps. I don't have a ton of water in my chart. I have Pisces and Scorpio. Scorpio's in my Uranus. So we'll talk about that. So Pisces rising, I hear they're the dreamers, but they also get very emotional. But they hold the water, they hold the breath, the Pisces folk. They hold the breath of the water, where the Scorpios hold the depth. They go deep, and they want to go deep. And for Scorpios, they feel like there's a lot of power in the darkness. And vice versa, Virgos might say there's a lot of power in the light. Whereas we're human in this world where we actually, Hermetic principles, right? We're both. We're light, we're shadow. We have to balance the yin and the yang and bring them together. So it's not just power in the darkness or just power in the light. It's integrating them both, reconciling them both, and seeing that both hold power, and until you're able to rise above it all and become your true light being as we ascend, right? So we have to do that shadow work. And right now, Scorpio full moon is calling forth more of that shadow work, and it's going to keep it going because you know what planet rules Scorpio? That's Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of regeneration, transformation. It's death and rebirth. And Pluto is going retrograde on on Tuesday, the day after the full moon. So get your get your crystals out. Yes, I have Gemini, Sun, Air, and water's deep here. Oh yeah. So put your crystals out, cleanse them. You can start now. We always feel the effects of the full moon the day before, day of, day after. So you're going to feel that, and that's going to just magnify the intensity of the Pluto going retrograde. Pluto, right, is going retrograde the day after the Scorpio full moon, and it rules Scorpio. So it's interesting. They're linked. So just be prepared during that retrograde phase that starts Tuesday as well, that Scorpio is kind of leading you into what's happening till Pluto goes direct again. So do your best to watch what you say before you say it. Do your best to actually awaken and see your triggers. It's easy to react, especially for fiery signs like me, Aries, to react with like we can react right away. And fairies aren't fairies. I love fairies. That's so funny. It's the earthy signs, those fairies. But Aries are very fiery. Those darn allergies. Sorry, guys. So just gotta get it out. Aries will react, and Scorpios have no patience for chit chat and anyone that's gonna cross them. They'll be like, bye, see ya. So just watch the reaction and like allow it to like take you into awareness. Allow yourself to connect to your breath when you realize it's happening. Be like, oh, no, what's happening? First, let me take a breath. I know I really, really, really want to say this thing to that person right now because they said that thing to me and no way. But then you have to say, wait, do I need to say something now? Is what I'm going to say serve the moment? You know, that Buddhist thing, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Try to honor those moments and see if you can take that moment. Aries folk will react first. I happen to have a little bit of other aspects in my chart that help me take a breath, plus my practice in being, the whole spiritual connection, and yoga teacher, and all the work I've been doing so I would have to say I'm starting to become at least a more evolved Aries, but it's a lifelong process. So Scorpios have that major energy that just is really going to bring you into that, like also allow it to like bring you into the the other realm, because Scorpios hold the deepest wisdom of the universe, and so they're wonderful people who are naturally able to step into the occult and naturally able to work with that energy and perhaps teach it if they so choose. So let's we're gonna do our full moon sacred sound journey. So this is what I was drawn to do with the quartz bowls. Sorry, I was listening because they started ringing my ear. We are working with quartz bowls as always for our sound journey, and I actually that was the reminder. I forgot I needed to start with the drum. Isn't that cool how they work with you? So I have my Moldavite singing bowl. Yes, I do. It's the third eye, so it's tuned to the third eye, but it also has Moldavite and quartz in it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And I have my other quartz bowls here with me. I won't lift them all up, but I do have my soul star chakra. That's the ginormous one I just showed you. I love it. So I haven't used it in a little while, so I'm glad. Maybe a few times after the last full moon I might have used it, but I'm glad that I brought it out. I was supposed to. So what I was drawn to do for this is to lead you guys into a journey of connecting to your light and your shadow. Yes, we need to connect to that intensity of the Scorpio. So we're going to connect to Goddess Lilith for that, and then we'll also connect to the higher beings like the angels for the light aspect. So we're not just going to dive deep into that shadow shit, but we are like maybe in October it would be like, ooh, let's just keep going. Right now we're going to dive deep into the shadow shit with Lilith. I'm going to invite you guys to see what maybe, and have her reveal what maybe you're not seeing within some sort of shadow work that you need to do at this moment in time. But also to see the benefit, because behind your shadow that you're repressing, it's only shadow because it's repressed. Whatever you're repressing, you need to start to process and work your way through it. And when you extract it, there's a golden, what they call the golden shadow. It's the gift from that work that you've done. The gift that was also repressed because you repressed something else. So once you do that, it's, as we've been doing in my soul coaching minis online. Thank you for another amazing meditation. Oh, anytime, Cheryl. Oh, thank you. They're new too, my earrings. I'm obsessed with them. I wear them a lot because I just love them. They flow. Amazon. So, distracted much. So we're gonna, as you do that, so as I was saying, in my soul coaching minis that I've been doing once a week, next week we'll be in week 7. We're in week 6 right now. We're doing a lot of clutter clearing of the physical outer environment as well as the inner environment in your mind and your thoughts. So as you do that, you actually pave the way for your soul to come forward and speak to you, and you'll hear it better. And so that's a part of shadow work. So soul coaching sounds light, but it's deep. It is like Scorpio energy, but it's also the light energy because it's both. And that's what I am passionate about. And that's why I was drawn to learn it from Denise Lynn in 2008. And I'm so glad I'm a soul coach now. And that's why I bring it to you guys as often as I can. And whenever someone wants to come and do a more in-depth session of 28 days or 28 weeks, we'll go there. So I just saw something move over there. That's freaky because there was no wind. Interesting. So we're just inviting all the higher beings in tonight. It wasn't Ralphie, my kitty. No, Ralphie loves to sleep under the quartz bowl. I have the crystal quartz sphere bowl, so he goes in the table where I have the reddish maroon curtain. He sleeps under it. So cute. He was roaming around when I began, but and he just said, I'm just gonna sleep and listen to the bowls. So he's like over there right now. Okay, moving on. So we, as I mentioned, we're going to connect to Goddess Lilith, and very quickly, Goddess Lilith so she originates from this ancient Sumerian tradition and text. She was then brought forth in the Kabbalist tradition in their writings as Adam, Adam and Eve, Adam's first partner. And she demanded equality with Adam, and it's written that he didn't like that. He just said, forget you, I want to take my rib and have someone else who will serve me. And he made Eve, or God, made Eve. So that's like the honey badger portion of Goddess Lilith. But Goddess Lilith is divine feminine, is sensuality, and is playfulness, is deep shadow, right? She can be that gatekeeper to those kinds of things that maybe you're repressing. So are you repressing sensuality and feeling that sensual self of you? The sacral chakra, are you in the flow? Are you repressing childhood playfulness? Because I don't give a shit, we're adults, but we have kid in us now, and we can be playful now. We don't have to be always serious all the time. And I say that, but I tend to have like the seriousness a lot, and that's why I have a hubby who loves to joke and make me laugh, so that helps. It's a good balance because we need playfulness. If we don't have that, we don't have joy. And then we need to, like, the angels tell us that our mission, like our soul's mission, is to, work through this life, right? But to also find and work with and experience pure joy as often as possible as we go through life's challenges and life's grateful, beautiful things too. So all that. So we're going to go into that. I'm going to grab the drum real fast so I make sure I have that. I have a lot of mallets here. I don't need I only have 2 hands, and I have like 4 mallets, 5 mallets next to me. I only have 2 hands, so I only need 2 mallets. Okay, so if you've never experienced quartz crystal singing bowls with me, please let me know. They're just powerful and magical, and they emit unique sound frequencies that as they do, of course, I've turned the energy healing on here and it's going through the phone and you'll hear it. Try headphones, you'll really hear it and it'll get in there. And then when you're in person, it can wash over you in a unique way, right? Unique and powerful way. So, what was I going to say about that? So the quartz, just like the moon, that rules, and moves water, right? Remember, I forget the name of the canal, last full moon. I'm trying to remember. Last full moon, there was a ship that was stuck in a canal. It's on the tip of my tongue. If anyone knows, let me know. It was stuck in a canal on the full moon, and everyone was praying that the full moon would do its job and raise the tide, right? Remember, it raises the tide. It works with water. But it did. It moved that ship that was stuck, because the water finally rose high enough for it to pass through. So it can do that for us. It can help. Water is a cleanser and a purifier, and we are made up of mostly water. So of course the full moon's going to affect us every freaking month. I get more energized and more, I feel like more full in me, of course, during the full moon. I feel more depleted as we approach the new moon and on the new moon. So energetically, that's where I tend to fall for me. When I was born, I was in a waxing stage of a moon going towards the full moon. So it could also have to do with all of that magic. Talk about that some other time. I'm going to talk about moon magic in the Sacred Soul Star Healing Program that I'm doing all year long. If you've missed the last 4 months, just let me know, because you can always purchase the months and watch the recordings, because as I've mentioned many times, every time I do this, I create a sacred container. And that container is held for when you come to the program, and then it will open up and send you the energies and the frequencies and the experiences that you're meant to experience from the program, from what you're ready and able to come to for your highest and best good, for the highest and best good of the collective. So quartz bowls affect water. So there, you can even go to Dr. Emoto's, I think you might have it on his website, but check out Dr. Emoto. He's done a lot of work with water, and he's done that with sound healing. And you see the difference when it's positive, powerful frequencies, high in vibration. It will create crystals in the water that are beautiful and intricate and unique. Whereas the negative, the gross, the icky, stuff creates negative, gross, icky stuff in the water. It's disgusting. If you see it under a microscope, you wouldn't drink it. However, let's and because we're made up of mostly water, guess what? We get to feel that benefit and do that. So let's do that with the bowls. And then I'm also, as I always do, lead you on a channel guided journey. And as I mentioned, we're going light and shadow tonight. So I will lead you on that journey. You may or may not stay awake. If you're asleep, you're still receiving the benefits of the journey. It's your guides putting you under so that they can really get deeper into what you need. If you're doing your best, you're like, no, I really want to stay awake. Just stay in a seated position. Keep your spine in a nice straight position so that you have good alignment for all of your chakras and you're present. You can lean against the wall so you feel like you can still ease into a meditation, right? A wall or a chair. Or lay down and then see what happens. So after this, drink a ton of water, because as I mentioned, it affects our body and the water. What it does is it restructures your DNA at a cellular level and brings you back to your soul signature's harmonious frequency in one session or several. And then it will always just bring you right back to that. So when it does that, you may feel numbness in certain parts of your body. Other parts might tingle. You may gain, of course, as always in meditation, have memories, energy healing, and different messages come up. It will bring to the surface, like a massage, the toxins that need to be released, and the water that you have after, tons and tons more than you usually do, will help release that faster, rather than it kind of staying there and not easily getting out of your system. So we want it to be released, right? So let's begin with our sound journey tonight. We've already done our virtual smudge, so I'm going to move my lighter out of the way and have your Snowflake Obsidian if you want, or any other crystal you're drawn to have for your meditation. Essential oils, like you can do any that remind you of autumn, the season of, fall, and pumpkins. So I have pumpkin spice on right now. I forgot to bring one out with me. I have another scent. If you follow Sage Goddess, you can get Lady Morgana. She's out of Lilith. She might still have Lady Morgana, but obviously you can't do it at this very moment if you haven't bought it yet. But I have that in the other room. That's a good one to do because it's going to help you cross that threshold a little more easily. Lady Morgana is also a wonderful, beautiful guide to connect with during a shadowy full moon, right? And during the shadow season. So I was guided to bring in Lilith for this. So we're working with Lilith tonight, but who knows? Maybe she will show up for you. But if you are putting on essential oils, it takes 3 seconds for it to get to your bloodstream. Just put it on your wrist for what you do, ankles for where you go, third eye for what you know. And that's, again, where you send and receive the most energy. It also tunes in and gets into all of your meridians in your whole body. So you're primed and ready. Okay, so is everyone ready to do a little journey with me? We're going to begin. I just want to make sure I talked about the quartz bowls and Lilith, Scorpio. Oh, yeah. Pluto's retrograde. I mentioned that on Tuesday. So watch out for that. But then also there's an aspect that's happening, I believe, starting... Is it next week? Something with Uranus. And Uranus is is the planet connected with the astrological sign Aquarius. And they call it the Great Awakener because it brings on swift, fast changes to your life that aligns you properly to where you're meant to be. So it's possible that combined with some shadow shit will be the thing that can get you to be aligned with your path in a more enhanced, deeper way. Just breathe through it. Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Jennifer. And so let's begin our journey. Okay, everyone ready? Oh yeah, start with, I don't have a mallet in my hand. This is... I'm going to start with the drum. So everybody just close your eyes. Like I mentioned, spine straight. Have your palms up in a good receptive position on your knees if you're seated, or just beside your body if you're laying down. Take a few deep cleansing breaths now. Breathe fully and deeply in through the nose. Fill the belly, the diaphragm, the lungs. And then exhale out through the nose, allowing the breath to descend back down to the bottom of your belly. Take a moment and visualize beautiful golden tree roots from your feet reminds us to shed our past the way it sheds its skin in one fell swoop. We turn to the west, element of water, where Scorpio resides. Archangel Gabriel resides here as well. We connect to the archetype. Panther, jaguar, puma. Reminding us to have no enemies in this world of the next. Showing us the way across the rainbow bridge. Water reminds us to feel our emotions, to dive deep. Enjoy the vast mysteries. To ride the waves, the ups, the downs of life. And to the north, element of earth. Archangel Uriel resides here, architecture, structure. Here, a hummingbird is our archetype, reminding us to drink from the nectar of life. Joy, every day, finding it, enjoying it as we go through life. Reminding us the impossible is possible. Here we also connect to and call in the ancient ones, the luminous ones, the luminaries, the ones who have transcended time, outside of time and space. Those who have done the work, crossed into light, or inhaled space. We invite you in. We also invite in our future luminous self from 10,000 years in the future to be here now. We invite in Archangel Sindolphin of the 5D Earth's crystalline grid below us. Archangel Shamuel of the Heart Center Gateway, the portal to the universe. Our inner fire. And Archangel Metatron from above, the Christ grid, Buddha consciousness, galactic central sun. 7 angels, archangels, gatekeepers, all around us, above us, below us, within us. As above, so below. As within, so without. Creating this high vibrational sphere of light and love and protection. Anything positive or negative that would do us harm is not allowed to flow near. Taking a moment now to set your intention for your journey tonight. We invite in God, Goddess, the Divine, that source creator that created us, the angels, the archangels, Goddess Lilith, and all who we are meant to work with of love and light. Begin to see yourself in your beautiful sacred space. This may be by the ocean, in a garden, or somewhere deep in space amongst the stars. crystallize this in your vision. See the colors. Feel the energy. See the light codes and frequencies. Enjoy being in this place where you are safe, you are loved. As you step inside, you stay for a moment to feel the bright white lights, almost so bright it's blinding, cleansing and purifying you. There is no rush. There's nothing to do, nowhere to be, just being here right now, breathing. As you walk, you enjoy the birds settling in for their nighttime sleep as they get a little louder when they all come home. And the nighttime sounds that are beginning to awaken, the crickets. You may hear an owl. Notice if there are any animal guides coming to walk with you on your path. They may stay with you the whole time. Continuing your walk, you enjoy seeing the little peaks of the sky, the stars overhead. Everything has a beautiful nighttime hue to it, blues. Soon you are coming to a large opening. As you step through that large opening, you come to beautiful rolling hills of green grass. The beautiful, vast nighttime sky blankets itself over you. to the bottom of one particular rolling hill. There is a path leading up this hill, and at the top is a large, beautiful tree. You walk up the path lined with beautiful candles to lead your way, fireflies twinkling. As you walk up to the top of this rolling hill, you come to this vast, beautiful tree. The trunk, very large. The trees hang over like a willow tree. The leaves hang over like a willow tree. As you approach, you notice one side of the tree is very dark. One side of the tree is very light. And you look up over the tree and you notice the beautiful full moon, the beautiful Scorpio full moon, inviting you to approach the darker side of the tree. And so you step inside the aura of this vast tree and you feel its wise presence, its energy, as it has vast roots into the earth. It also has a large set of branches that reach for the sky, grounded and connected and centered. Here you approach the darkest side of the tree. Here, Goddess Lilith is awaiting you. She's beautiful, she's sensual, and she's playful. Feel her energy. She wants you to be free, fully free and open, not just only showing your light side, but also acknowledging, accepting, and working with your shadow side. She wants you to bring out your more playful side more often. Your sensual side, that creative side that is perhaps been repressed a little or a lot by one or a few experiences over this lifetime or past lifetimes. Goddess Lilith is here to show you what perhaps you have not seen, refuse to see. She's here to show you at least one shadow moment that you have repressed, something that brings patterns into your life over and over and over again, that it's time to grow more conscious of, to awaken, so that you may see its benefits as you do the work. Acknowledge what part you played in this shadow experience and acknowledge that you decided to repress it at some point, sometimes, often for survival, to make it through childhood, to make it through a moment, to keep yourself safe. But now's the time to finally say, I'm ready. I'm ready to see. Reveal to me the truth that I have hidden, so that I may see more of my true self, my golden shadow, my creativity, and allow it to be integrated into the light, to release anything that is too dark and holding me down. As you connect with Goddess Lilith or any archetype or avatar or master, ascended master that has come to greet you, to share this truth with you, ask any questions, communicate, truly sit with this energy, knowing it is all you, it is all perfect, it is all divine. You are enough just as you are. Allow yourself to truly experience with compassion a true it's lit up and activated. Healthy and vibrant, grounded, reminding you are safe. She may linger longer depending on what you need in each of the chakras that she works with. She lingers here now, her hand over your sacral center, just below your belly button, orange in color. This is your sensuality, sexuality, and creativity. She's cleansing and purifying all that no longer serves you, all the icky, murky energy to activate and light up your sacral chakra. She moves her hand to your power center, yellow in color at your diaphragm area. She reminds you that you are a powerful being, removing, severing any and all negative cords and attachments from you and to you now, allowing only those that serve in love and light to remain. She reminds you as she lights up and activates your solar plexus that you are powerful and you have will, energy to achieve your goals. She places her hand over your heart center, the center of your entire being, emerald green in color, the center of your chest. She reminds you that you are deserving of giving and receiving love, that you are love. She gives you a hug and reminds you to tune into your playful side as often as possible, to find that pure joy. It keeps you thriving and having enthusiasm for life and living your fullest. You thank Goddess Lilith and anyone else who has come to be here for this part of your journey. It is time now to stand if you had taken a seat and walk to the other side of the tree, away from the shadows and the darkness. You embrace the light of the other side of this beautiful tree. The light fills you and infuses you, brighter than sunlight. Here you may either stand or sit against this beautiful tree, enjoying the flowers that are blossoming on the light side of the tree, the light animals, where the shadow animals that may have come were crow or owl or wolf, and they can always be seen on both sides of the fence as well. See what light animals show up, deer, bunny, any of them. As we call forth to the highest vibrations of angels and archangels, there is one angel who comes to greet you, stepping forward from the group to assist you with your light work. Here on this side, where some decide to exist more so than in the shadows, there is a balance that needs to be had here. If we are too connected to the higher realms, we are not grounded and aligned in our human body in this experience. Boredom may set in, cloudiness, an aloofness may take over if we're too up there rather than down here. So allow yourself to hear the messages from the angels as they wrap their wings of light around you to bring more light to your life if you're always in the darkness, and to remind you that all of you from a place of love, not negativity. Only uplifting, gentle, and sometimes strong guidance. Ask any questions that you might have about your lighter aspects. What work can you do more with the light? What work do you need to start embracing more shadow with? What is one thing, one truth you need to see now from the lighter side? Begin to work now on your heart center as well, taking the next step from Goddess Lilith. They continue to fill your heart with light energy, activating and lighting it up, reminding you that you are love. They move their hands to your throat chakra, reminding you to speak your truth, to be authentic, to no longer bear what other people say you should do or be or experience or feel, but to listen to your own truth and experience and express that. To speak with compassion. They activate and light up your throat, moving to your third eye, where you see the truth. To unblock your psychic abilities, channeling abilities, mediumship abilities, this connection to seeing the truth as we are all psychic. We are just opening up to that intuition, that inner wisdom, and opening our ancient eyes. Allow yourself to see the truth for what it is, at the core of the universe. From sources of love and light. They activate and light up your indigo third eye chakra. They move to your crown, your purple crown chakra, the purple lotus, expanding, opening, blossoming. They place their hands of light over your crown, reminding you that peace, joy, and bliss is your birthright. Reminding you, you are connected always, and always have higher guidance with you. Anytime you ask, they are there. Even when you can't feel them, they are there. From the low moments to the high moments, they are there. To your soul star, Kocha, the 8th chakra above your head, activating it, lighting it up, allowing that great, beautiful sunlight chakra to expand in your auric field, filling you with a deeper connection to the universe, with your soul's mission. Out your crown, awakening lighter side. You know it is time to take your leave, knowing you can come back here anytime you need to, and also knowing that you've taken powerful steps for transformation in your life. Now, these transformations and changes are ahead in the days and weeks to come. You walk back down the rolling hill, enjoying the moon and the stars, the quiet with the nighttime sounds in the distance. Walking back into the enchanted forest, grounding your energy once again into the earth. You walk back to the portal that brought you here, stepping back into your safe, sacred space. We thank the great guardians, angels, archangels, and gatekeepers who have come, worked with us, healing us on our journey. We are filled with gratitude, and we thank you as we release you. Archangel Metatron from above, we release you. Archangel Shamanistic within, we release you. Archangel Sandalphon below, we release you. Archangel Uriel in the north, we release you. Gabriel in the west, we release you. Michael in the south, we release you. Raphael in the east, we release you. And as your energy steps back and recedes, we ask that you continue the work in the background for the highest and best good of all always. Turning our hands down to Mother Earth, we send all that has been released down to Mother Earth now for transmutation into pure light. Sending it around the planet for the highest and best good of all always. So shall it be. Allowing your awareness to come back more fully into your body, into this present moment, wiggling fingers and toes. Opening your eyes when you're ready, feeling new, renewed, refreshed, here, changed, same but different. So something I mentioned during the journey that I forgot to just mention before the journey, but was really cool that it just came up that way. I didn't know this until I was learning about Scorpio myself, but they do have that second totem of the eagle. They're not just the totem of the scorpion, the you know, with that little like pointed tip. They also have the eagle as their totem to also helps remind them to see the forest for the trees, to bring more clarity and vision into their life. So both bring a beautiful balance and a metaphor for the Scorpios. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this journey. It's I always love the energy. I'm going on this ride right along with you guys. You can always come back and do it again and again, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube soon. I had a few mini sessions, the live minis I did last week. I have a few I haven't actually, I've uploaded to YouTube, but I haven't made them live yet so that you can actually see them on YouTube, but you can always see them on my page too. But I'll have them on YouTube as well. And then we'll be back again next month. I believe it's Aquarius that we're going. No, is it Sagittarius? I don't even want to say because I'll get it wrong. Next month's full moon sacred sound journey. The event's already on my Facebook page. Has anyone noticed with the Facebook? It keeps messing with my events. It deletes the description after I put it in, no matter how many times I put it in. And I go back and suddenly the time of the event has changed like it did. I had to keep changing it today. It's supposed to be 6 o'clock, right? Eastern time. It kept changing. It was at 5 at some point. So funny. Oh, I'm so glad it was powerful for you, Cheryl. Blessed be. What else? And I was like, it's not even Mercury retrograde. End of May, we got that coming to us. But we'll be cool right now with the whole Pluto retrograde crap that's going to happen next week. So we'll deal with that. Anyway, Have an amazing rest of your week. I'm going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for our video minis on Facebook this week. I have some stuff going on next weekend where spreading my father's ashes in Chatham, doing the whole military ceremony, so that'll be really good. I love that it's happening the day before Beltane. Beltane is May 2nd. It's one of 2 portals every year. We have the portal at Samhain, where life is usually, often leaving. And then we have the portal at Beltane, May 2nd, where life is usually coming in, life is blossoming, it's light, it's bright, but it's a portal and it's amazing. So that'll be a unique time next weekend. Hopefully everyone else enjoys that as well coming up next week. But so I have to cut short what I usually do Monday through Thursday now for our minis lives. I'm doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday I'm not going to do the crystal mini. Maybe I'll bring it in, but we're going to still do our soul coaching mini because it's week 7 starting this week. So we'll get to it. Hopefully everyone's enjoying those. Those are really cool. If you haven't started, you can always start whenever you start, or go to YouTube and see them all and start because they're really cool. They're mini sessions. They're not like the big, what you would experience with me, but they give you the taste of what you get because it's a lot of alchemy for the soul, a lot of shadow work, and a lot of light work. It brings it all together, as I mentioned before. So, anytime, Jennifer. Glad you enjoyed. So I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Have an amazing rest of your weekend and next week, of course. And I'll see you. I'm so glad you loved it, Gary. Yay. But I'll talk to you guys soon. It's so hard to leave. It's like, I love the energy. I want to stay. Like everyone who's come, like that group energy, right? You get it from every yoga class, meditation class, group class, all that. Peace and blessings to you too, Cheryl. And your family. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. Again, have an amazing day, night, weekend, week, all the things. Blessed be.